Hey, what's going on out there? I would like to welcome every single one of you to Water Your Soil. So before we get started, I would like to let you know, if you're new over here, I have two rules over at this channel. The first rule is for you to always use your own discretion when it comes to credit cards and credit scores. The second rule, that's for you to verify everything that you learn, whether it's on this channel, another channel, or anywhere. So getting into the video, this video is going to be about big news for American Express. But wait, there's a kicker with this. It's big news for American Express, but it's also bad news for the consumer. I'm going to address the major news and the good news for American Express first, and then I'm going to also talk about the impact on the consumer. So you want to watch this video in full because it is going to be a little hot and cold. So getting into the video, the other day an article from the AP News came out, and it was talking about American Express, and American Express had another strong financial quarter for the 2024 year. And the article was talking about how American Express seen a 39% profit increase. So in this video, we're going to read the article, and we're also going to talk about why things are the way they are for American Express as far as their profit increase. And we're also going to talk about why this is bad for the consumer. There's one paragraph in this article that points out why it's not good for the consumer, because the consumer is doing something that I always try to alert people about. But let's get into the article. So the article reads, card member spending drives American Express second quarter profit soaring 39%. The New York AP states, American Express said Friday second quarter profits jumped 39% as the credit card company benefited again from a broad increase in card member spending, as well as more of its customers carrying a balance. As you can see, we're already starting on something that I talk about often here on this Water Your Soil channel. And before I get further into the article, I just want to say something, because people, they'll see my reviews on certain credit cards, whether it's Discover, whether it's American Express, whatever it may be. And someone will come by and leave a slick comment and say, hey, don't trust this person's word. They work with American Express. They work with Discover. Listen, these banks do not want someone like me. Maybe they'll go and get another YouTuber, but I actually tell people to pay off what they spend. These banks are not fans of people like me. Like, yeah, I teach people about credit cards and how to get approved for them. That's a positive, but telling people to pay off whatever they spend on a month-to-month basis and to not carry over balances, that doesn't make them a fan of me. And one day, hopefully you all will understand that, but they're probably not a fan of me like you think they are. So I'm going to get further into the article. The article further reads, profit reached $3.02 billion compared to $2.17 billion in the same period a year ago. On a per-share basis, American Express earned a profit of $4.15. Excluding one-time gains, Amex earned $3.49 per share, handily beating analyst forecasts of $3.24 per share, according to FactSet. Amex once again benefited from its card members, who tend to be wealthier and less exposed to economic fluctuations, continuing to spend on their cards despite the economic uncertainty and the effects of inflation. It further reads, Amex customers spent $440.6 billion on their cards last quarter, up 3% from the year before. Merchants pay a fee for each time they accept an Amex card. That fee ranges depending on industry and merchant size, but it's typically 2% to 4%. All right, so you hear what they say is between 2% and 4% what merchants get charged, but Amex is doing better than what they were a year ago, and it just keep going on. Now, this next part of the article, what I'm going to point out is why things are bad for the consumer, and it's also going to point out why Amex wouldn't be a fan of this Water Your Soil channel, despite me telling people about their great credit cards and their great customer service. They still are interested in profit. Like I always tell you all, Amex is a bank. Banks are interested in making money, whether you want to admit it or not. A lot of you tend to think like, hey, Amex is on our side. They're going to go and get rewards for us as long as we use our card. And we're going to keep provoking them to come out with better benefits. Listen, it's all part of the game. They toss you benefits, you toss them money. Am I suggesting that you shouldn't have a credit card? No. I never suggest that. I am pro credit card, as I always state. However, I am suggesting that when you do have a credit card, because I like them as well, but when you do get them and you sign up for them, you know how to use them. You make sure that you are aware that you need to pay on time and you shouldn't carry a balance. Now, some people, they just totally ignore that. They choose to not pay on time and they choose to carry a balance. Well, that's on them. But don't say this Water Your Soil channel and plenty of other YouTube channels have never told you. But getting further into the article, this piece right here is very important. Further, Amex customers are keeping the balance on their cards for longer and for higher amounts as well. The company reported $130.8 billion in card member loans, up 14% from the year before. It further reads that helped Amex earn interest income of $5.79 billion in the quarter, up 21% from the year before. The company has set aside modestly larger amount to cover potentially bad loans this quarter. It further reads, we continue to drive momentum across the business, including stable growth in billings at 6%, strong new car acquisitions of 3.3 million, double-digit growth in card fee revenues for the 24th consecutive quarter, and excellent credit performance, says Steve Squeri, the company's chairman and CEO, in a statement. Now, some of you may read that and you're probably confused, but really, it's a smack in the face against what I've been telling you all. These banks are going to profit from you. Their profits are up. American Express is happy. There have been a lot of complaints about their Platinum card. People are not a fan of the benefits of the Platinum card right now. They don't think it's worth its value in regard to the annual fee. And you think American Express is really concerned with that? No, they're not going to be concerned with it because people are carrying balances and their profits are up. As I continue to state, these banks, they are concerned with profit and their profit is up. So with their profit being up, they take that as, hey, our consumers, they're happy with us. Not only do they take it as their consumers are happy and satisfied, they also are paying attention to how people continue to carry over these balances and get hit with interest, which in returns makes American Express more money and that equals more profit. But I'm going to be honest with you all. I think what it comes down to is American Express, they've always had a wealthier base, consumer base. And what's happening is people see the cards, they see the Platinum card and the metal cards, and they're saying, hey, I want to be like that. I want to get in the airport lounge. And some of those people don't have the income to back those things up. And they don't know how to use credit cards the correct way. So they have the credit score where they're able to get approved for these cards. You even have content creators who help them be able to get approved. But they don't have the income, so they're carrying over balances and they're spending trying to meet intro bonuses, trying to meet whatever points they want to get for traveling and things like that. And they're constantly carrying balances and not paying whatever they spend and not paying it off every month. I think back in the day when Amex was a charge card, before they introduced things like pay over time and things like that, I think it was great because you actually had to pay off whatever you spent on a month-to-month basis. But American Express, they said, hey, why continue to do it like this for our Platinum and Gold card where we could just have people who probably shouldn't have those cards but approve them. They really don't have the income to manage those cards the correct way. So what they'll do, they'll carry over balances. So that's when you get pay over time and things like that on the Platinum and Gold card. And all of a sudden, profits are going up. You have people who probably shouldn't have the card having it. And as a result, is resulting in profits going up. Now, early in the article, American Express, they mentioned the wealthier customer base that they have as contributing for profit. But you also notice they also mentioned balances being carried over. And please believe that's more than likely not just coming from the wealthier people. That's also coming from people who are not wealthy, who are having trouble with paying off whatever they spend and not carrying a balance. But I just wanted to share this article with you all. I think it's very important. Yes, it's major news for American Express, but in my opinion, it's bad news for the consumer. We're still practicing bad credit card habits. And I'm just being honest with you. Whether you believe it or not, whether you agree or not, people make fun of the credit card community because they believe we're irresponsible. And things like this and people constantly getting in credit card debt being over $1 trillion, they kind of had their point proven. But I just wanted to share this with you all. The link to the article will be in the description box. Be sure to check it out. But anyways, if you're new around here and you feeling the vibe, this is Water Your Soil. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on all notifications. That way you don't miss a future video. That's clicking on the bell and selecting all. Also, this goes to every single one of you watching, my subscribers included. Be sure to hit the like button. It literally takes seconds. Hit the like button. That's your way of letting the algorithm know you like this video, you actually support it, and you want it pumped out to other subscribers as well as other people on YouTube. Hey, this is a big deal. It's major for American Express, but it's questionable for the consumer. I appreciate every single one of you for watching. This is Water Your Soil, and I'm out. Wait. Before you leave, be sure to check out the description box below. That way you can have all the credit resources from Water Your Soil. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button as well, all right? In the description box below, I always tell people, check out the description box below for extra resources from Water Your Soil. Part of the description box also showcases my book that I have. I have a book. It's been out for a while now. It's been out for years. It's titled Strategies to Master Credit. The book is available. It's on Amazon. It's on Barnes & Noble. Most online bookstores have the book. And the book is basically about how FICO credit scoring works. Once you understand how FICO credit scoring works, you're pretty much on your way to helping yourself build, develop, and maintain a good credit score. So check the book out whenever you get a chance.